My child, why your current financial struggle is actually a preparation for divine abundance. Listen carefully. I know the pressure that arrives when money feels uncertain. You have looked at a balance, a bill, a delayed payment, a job application, a business decision, or an unexpected expense, and felt your chest tighten. At times, the struggle has made you question your worth. You have compared your life to people who appear to have more security, more opportunity, or an easier road. I am not asking you to pretend practical pressure is not real, and I am not promising that every difficulty will disappear overnight. I am inviting you to see this season through a different lens. Your current struggle is not the definition of your future. It can become preparation for the kind of abundance that does not destroy your peace, your character, your relationships, or your ability to recognize what truly matters. I care about what enters your hands, but I also care about what is being formed within your hands, your mind, your habits, and your heart while you wait. There was a person who avoided opening their banking app because each number felt like a personal verdict. A low balance became a cruel name they called themselves. I asked them to separate facts from accusation. A bill needing attention is a fact. The thought that you are worthless because the bill exists is an accusation. Facts can guide action. Accusation drains the strength you need to act. Do not let one season of numbers become the identity you wear. You are still able to learn, work, receive support, adjust, and build a future with integrity. Do not read one difficult day as the final sentence over your life. I am still writing with patience, wisdom, and care, and I am closer to the practical details than fear has allowed you to believe. Scarcity can make every decision feel urgent. It can make you accept terms that harm you, ignore information that scares you, or spend from fear because one small comfort feels like the only relief. Panic is not wisdom. I want to give you a calmer way to look at what is in front of you. Gather the facts. Write down what is true. Seek trustworthy advice, and make the next responsible choice. Before resources increase, confusion often has to lose its authority. Clarity can be the first form of provision. This is not a call to deny reality. It is a call to face reality with me beside you, so that truth guides your next step instead of shame, urgency, or comparison. You may have believed provision only counts when it appears as a large amount of money. Yet I have been providing in other ways too. An idea, a skill, a person who offers honest guidance, a cost you finally release, or strength to keep showing up. Do not despise these smaller forms of provision. A person who notices only dramatic rescue can miss the daily wisdom that gradually changes a life. The vessel being formed in you is not empty simply because it is not full yet. It is being shaped to hold what comes without fear spilling it through your hands. Let the small, faithful action matter. A life is often changed through ordinary choices repeated with honesty, not through one dramatic moment that makes every uncertainty disappear. Some pressure has exposed habits that once felt harmless. Maybe you avoided planning because planning made you anxious. Maybe you spent to soothe loneliness, exhaustion, or the feeling that you deserved a brief escape. I do not reveal these patterns to shame you. I reveal them because I want you free. A difficult season can become a mirror that shows where emotion has been making choices and where old beliefs about worth have been driving your decisions. You are not doomed by the patterns you discover. Naming them is the beginning of changing them. I do not ask you to become fearless before you move. I ask you to stop giving fear the authority to narrate your future. Bring it to me, then take the next wise step. There is dignity in beginning again. You may be learning a new skill, taking temporary work, changing direction, asking for a payment plan, rebuilding credit, or starting a small project that does not yet look impressive. I do not measure beginnings by applause. I see courage in the person who stops pretending and begins to learn. I see faith in the person who rebuilds rather than chases appearances. A humble beginning can become the foundation for a stable future. Let this beginning be honest rather than impressive. The work may be hidden, but it is not empty. What is forming beneath the surface will shape the way you carry the next opportunity, answer, or responsibility that comes. You may be asking why the struggle has lasted longer than expected. Some difficulties are connected to losses, responsibilities, systems, illness, or circumstances that are not simple. You are allowed to grieve that reality. But do not conclude that a hard season is proof that I have withdrawn. I am with you in the application you submit, the budget you revise, the conversation you dread, and the day you choose not to give up. My presence is not absent because the path still requires effort. I can work through ordinary steps. You are allowed to seek support, ask questions, learn, and rest. These are not signs that faith is weak. They are ways of honoring the life and wisdom I am growing in you. A person once prayed only for sudden abundance, hoping a larger number would remove every feeling of powerlessness. Beneath the prayer was the need to feel safe. I began teaching them the difference between control and peace. Control says, I will feel safe when I can predict everything. Peace says, I can take responsibility for today and trust God with what I cannot command. I want to give you an inner freedom that is not ruled by the rise and fall of circumstances. My presence does not depend on perfect circumstances. I meet you in the spreadsheet, the quiet room, the hard conversation, the sleepless moment, and the decision you do not yet know how to make. Do not compare your hidden preparation to someone else's visible harvest. You may see a polished outcome in another person's life and assume you are late. You do not see their full road, and their path is not the measurement of yours. Comparison turns another person's blessing into evidence against your life. Your pace has its own lessons, responsibilities, gifts, and opportunities. Let your current effort become faithfulness, not a daily argument against your worth. Do not punish yourself for being in process. Growth is not a courtroom where you must prove your worth. It is a path where you learn to receive truth without abandoning compassion for yourself. Financial pressure often reveals who is safe around you. Some people offer advice without compassion. Others judge what they do not understand. Some may use your need to control you. Pay attention to the difference between shame and support. I often provide through community, an honest friend, a mentor, a professional, a person who helps you make a plan without diminishing your dignity. Receiving help with humility is not failure. It is part of learning that you are loved beyond your ability to perform self-sufficiency. The future is not held together by your ability to control every variable. It is held in hands stronger than yours, and you can breathe while you learn what belongs to you today. When more begins to flow into your hands, I want you to remember what this season taught you: the value of rest, the danger of panic, the strength of planning, the difference between a need and an impulse, and the wisdom of small, faithful steps. Abundance without wisdom can disappear quickly. Opportunity without character can become another burden. Resources without peace can leave someone rich in appearance, but poor in soul. I am preparing you not only to receive, but to remain whole when you receive. When you stop treating every delay as a disaster, you begin to notice the wisdom that delay can carry. Clearer priorities, healthier boundaries, better questions, and a steadier heart. Bring me the number that scares you. Bring me the bill, the uncertainty, the comparison, the question about work, and the shame around the decision you regret. Do not bring them as evidence that you are beyond hope. Bring them as real parts of life that deserve wisdom, prayer, action, and grace. And I am not distant from your practical needs. I care about your work, your home, your rest, your responsibilities, and the people you are trying to provide for. I am not leading you through this season to make you smaller. I am teaching you how to become more grounded, more discerning, and more able to carry what you have asked me to provide. There are moments when the next action is not dramatic. Canceling an unnecessary expense, sending one application, organizing a document, asking one question, learning one skill, or resting before you make a fear-driven purchase. Small acts can feel unimpressive when you are longing for a large breakthrough, but they are often how a new foundation is built. Take the next clear action without despising its size. Faithfulness often grows through ordinary choices. Stay close to what is true. A frightened mind can create 1,000 predictions, but truth remains simple. You are here, you are loved, you are not alone, and the next step can be taken calmly. The fear of not having enough can make you believe you must carry everything alone. Yet isolation often hides the very information and care that could make the next step clearer. Let yourself be known by safe people. Share the situation with wisdom. Ask for help where help is available. Let practical compassion become part of the answer you receive. You do not become weaker by accepting support. You become more connected to the care I can bring through others. There is no shame in starting again. Beginning with honesty is stronger than continuing with an image that costs you your peace. The abundance I am preparing may not look exactly like the picture you created. It may arrive through a new direction, a clearer mind, healthier habits, a stronger network, a sustainable opportunity, or a peace that changes how you handle every resource. Do not limit my care to one form. I can lead you through more than one doorway. Keep your heart open to provision that is wise, clean, sustainable, and aligned with the person I am forming you to become. You do not need to rush the work of healing or wisdom. What is built with patience can become strong enough to remain when the season changes. One day, you may look back and see that this season taught you how to hold money without being held by it. You may see that pressure revealed strengths and wisdom you never knew you carried. For now, do not demand that the whole story explain itself. Stay available to the next honest step, the next wise conversation, and the next opportunity to learn. Your current limitation is not the limit of my ability to guide, strengthen, and provide through a future you cannot yet see. I see the private courage it takes to keep going. Nothing sincere is lost when you place it in my hands. Let this be the season where you stop using money as a mirror for your soul. Your worth is established in love, not in the ease or difficulty of your current circumstances. Let this be the season where you learn to look at the facts without fear turning them into a prophecy. A plan can be made. A skill can be learned. a conversation can be started. Let this be the season where you practice generosity in the ways you can. Generosity with yourself, with your time, with gratitude, and with the people who help you stand again. Let this be the season where you trust that preparation is not punishment. I am forming wisdom that will protect the blessings you pray to receive. Let me pray over you now, Father. Meet the person listening who feels pressure around money, work, bills, and the future. Remove shame from their heart and replace it with calm clarity. Give them wisdom for practical decisions, courage to ask for help, discipline for the next small step, and peace that does not depend on perfect circumstances. Protect them from panic, comparison, and false promises. Teach them to carry every future blessing with humility, generosity, and sound judgment. My child, I am not finished with you. This struggle is not your name. This season can still prepare you. I am forming wisdom in your hands and peace in your heart. Write in the comments, teach me to carry abundance wisely.